This channel does not promote or encourage any illegal activities. All contents provided by this channel is meant for educational purpose only.
Alright, so hello everyone, welcome back to one more video of our channel, and in this video we'll be discussing about some recon techniques. But before going to the video, we're having announcements here. We have launched the second batch of master course for bug bounties, and it is starting in somewhere around 5 days. So take a look on all the contents. It's a 50-day complete master course based on beginning to the advanced techniques into bug bounties, including lots of resources, notes, and a lots of content. As you guys can see, all the contents here. And here are few latest reviews. You can also take a look on them. And the link is in the description, so make sure you take a look on all the resources, all the details there. And let's get into the video. A lot of people would be asking that, okay, you are going to be providing one-on-one trainings, also providing other courses, so how do you teach? So here is a video I have recorded from one of my one-on-one classes. He was on his day 2 of learning about initial information gathering, along with, you can simply say it's a basic information gathering about a company to start hunting on it. So this would be somewhere around 28 to 30 minute session, so have a look on it. I have trimmed no parts, nothing is blurred out, so you can definitely take a look on all the one-on-one sessions, all the classes, how I teach, and as a testimony. And along with that, this would be a very structured way to take a look on the reconnaissance process, gathering informations in such a way that can be helpful for you in further ways. So let's take a look on the screen. Alright. So there is usually two types of information gathering that I do: initial and major. So what I say when I do initial, it means suppose I choose a target. My target is suppose att.com, or let's say att.com is my target, or maybe we can just choose one more, which is like maybe let colibra.com. Suppose it's my target, right? So now there are two types of recon. I know that I chose a target which is having all in scope target, right? So it's completely all in scope. Whatever I found, I can report them, and their out of scope says that okay, support panel and their marketing panel and main website, these are out of scope, so I'm good with that. I have no issues. Now I'll do few more things. It says all in scope, which means what? We can also have their acquisitions or any domains they own, right? So that's a good thing. So in initial recon, I'll just say what companies do they own. Like I can just go like Colibra, Crunchbase. Now I can see they are having 3 acquisitions, right? Housepray, Ovidic and SQL Deep. Acquired by Colibra. Now I have one more target. And one more. So now we have 3 more domains for them. This is redirecting to colibra.com, that's alright. One more SQL dep. We have Huspray. And there was one more, OwlDQ. Alright, that's the simple thing. We are doing an organizational recon here. Alright, now let's do few more things here. Like it's not enough, we also need to find domains that might be owned by them. So suppose they already gave us a single domain, or they are not giving us domain. We are just like going like this colibra.com, right? But they might be having few more domains. Got it? Like this. Suppose if I just type colibra here, I'll go to big domain data, colibra.com, right? ownership, all things are here. I'm gonna write here colibra.com. Now see, these might be their domains, colibra.dev. So I know that colibra.dev is also their domain, right? Sometimes not accessible, I know, but there are few things that are accessible from these domains. Also, we have few fuzzy domains like colibra.li, colibra.ru, colibra.com, right? These might also be their own domains, but you are not able to verify them. Okay, so we have colibra.com. Let's take a look on it. This is our one and only page. Okay, we can try fuzzing to find more domains here. We can try searching using certificates, right? Like we can just go to Shodan. We can search for SSL. What? I was working, I am not working on it. So I'm looking for SSL Colibra. One only thing. Now this might also give me a few domains, like see colibra.com is already mentioned here. But certainly they have also few more domains which are not like colibra.com. They might be colibra.dev, colibra-li.com, right? If I type colibra hyphen, see, I have colibra-ops.com. So, got my point. That's why we use fuzzings. That's why we are gonna use the um, pure DNS, also this Shodan, FOFA, all these things to figure out what we need exactly from the got it. So that's how we are using our available platforms to find out more and more impactful information instead of just information. Now that's all in scope, so we can do that. But when it's not all in scope, we can't do that. So suppose colibra-ops.com, that's good. Colibra.dev, that's also good. Like see, colibra.dev seems to be dead, but if we take a look on their IPs, they might be open, right? 101 IPs. Let's open few of them. They might be open. You don't know. I don't know, right? So it works like that. Okay, they're having colibra.doctor.com. Maybe they are having some sort of credentials leaked. Let's check virus total. Remove it. Let me go here. Do they have any credential leaked here? Nope, they don't have. Let me take a look on wayback URLs. It might be available there, right? You can also use URL scan, right? It depends on you. It's just one page. Let's see what they are having here. There is SAML request. Let's try. Page not found. This is their app name. Good. Now we can try default passwords. You can try more things on this particular platform. It depends on you how you wanna use them. We have one more SAML request. One more, one more, one more. Now you need to figure out how you wanna use them in the upcoming sessions. Alright. Let's say colibra-ops.com. There are 7 IPs. We have reported plenty of bugs on this platform. I might still consider to hunt on it again, you know. We have reported plenty of things on it. I might go on it again. Anyway, now apart from that, we also have the FOFA. Now see, I'm just giving you a demo. You need to do it by yourself to understand it more. Okay? Yeah, good. Yeah, you can also use FOPA. Like host equals to give a host, you can use other docs. If you don't know any FOPA docs, I'll just say you can just go to Chat GPT. Alright, you can also do that. That's also a simple option there. Now, apart from it, initial recon and all these things, we also have a few more things to do. Like see, in initial recon, we perform the organizational background, what they do, what is their business model. Because see, if you know business model properly, you can make or decide what thing will impact them more. Right? Then you can be maybe finding it might okay, it might have been finding more bugs. Suppose the website is too complicated, like Digital Ocean bug bounty. All right, it's something like that. If this is a bug bounty program, now you know that DigitalOcean is very big, right? It's hard to explore them. You can spend months on it. So on that note, you can also go to YouTube and simply search DigitalOcean tutorials. That's a very weird advice I got from someone, but I still use it sometimes. When the website is too complicated to use, you also do that. Okay, it depends sometimes how you wanna do it, how you don't wanna do it. I accidentally left. Then, after having a business idea, try to learn from their acquisitions. I'm just typing it ACQ because I'm bad with spelling sometimes. You can now definitely learn about their acquisitions because the more you learn about their acquisitions, the more you will understand about them. Alright. Then, fuzzy domains. Like this can be in both parts, but yeah, let's just consider it right now. Fuzzy domains we found from big domain data. Right. This one. You can just simply enter anything and you might get fuzzy domains. Like suppose there's a one more target, CK12. Right, simple as that. Normal domains, right? You might want to take a look on their fuzzy domain, it depends on you. Right, and after finding fuzzy domains, you can do more things about it. So it's just a website, ck12.org, sorry. And when you go to fuzzy domains, just check if they really belongs to that company or not. Now, after working on fuzzy domains, there are few more things you might wanna do. Alright, but initially, that's the basic thing you wanna do. Now, next thing, if you go to major, suppose we have 10 domains, they are commonly having 10,000 subdomains. Now see, how to find subdomains, many people will suggest you like use tools, but I'll say use tools with a good configuration. Suppose if I'm gonna use subfinder, I have more than 10 to 12 configured APIs. Apart from it, I'll just say pure DNS, that is really helpful. Then the AMAs to gather out all the subdomains, and sometimes I'll just also say use crt.sh from GitHub. What? Add pure DNS. It will help. That's a good one, no doubt. Pure DNS is a gem, no doubt. It's a good one. Okay. So after pure DNS, you can have a good number of subdomains. Now what you are gonna do? HTTPX. Now see, do two things. Have HTTPX, have a file of alive domains, no doubts to it, right? I'm gonna give you a few tools that might be helpful to you, right? So see, this is my tool, right? I'm gonna use the HTTPX, and yeah, that's a good one. Blah blah blah, whatever it is. Now, also, there's a part visual recon because you need to map your target and understand your target. So I'll just say use a simple command cat subdomains httpx title and follow redirects, because see, when you just do this thing, you're having a better idea. If I just go to terminal target, yeah, we're talking about Colibra, right? So see, There is a file of subdomains, maybe S1, right? Let me see what is this. What is this in file? It's a list of subdomains. All right. I'm just gonna use httpx hyphen title hyphen fr. Now I had done that because I just want to see what each domain is having in their title. So it's just telling me Cloudflare. Okay, let me open this. Hmm. I'm blocked. Alright, no issues. One more attention required, right? Now what is this empty domains? Nothing here. They're just some CDN information. Okay. I'm gonna also see few more. This is a community, one of the most interesting page I had. Now see, the more you explore the things based on, titles, you will be finding more and more domains to work on. Now I already told you to take a look on that video which is explaining how you should map the target. You understand, right? How to just figure out all the things you got into a single file and then work on it. You understood that thing, right? And yes, that's what we are going to do on that one. So once you work with titles, you will be having a lot of domains. Just divide them into three parts: logins, which you are not able to log in, like Microsoft Online or Okta or some sort of functional like Jenkins login, Grafana login. Then you will be having dead pages, which are like errors, dead or errors, and then functioning. Like suppose in our case it was community, it was citizen, it was university dot called domain dot com, right? So all the function domains here, logins were just separate, right? Like ergo dot something dot com, right? So they were logins, which was redirecting into some sort of Okta page or maybe some sort of Microsoft Online or function based. So once you sort them out based on it, you can start working with a clear mind. You won't be confused much of it. Then you can pick a domain, make one more tab here, and then start working on it. Like okay, you got this thing, you create account, you try business logic, then you try multiple things on it that we're gonna see in the upcoming sessions. But as of now, you understood this thing. Can you confirm? Can you confirm? Good. So communities, okay, we can try more lot of things on communities. Now communities can be separated into few parts, possibly. This thing is optional if you want to. Suppose if I choose a domain, I'm sitting there for 6 hours, so it's simple. I'm gonna first of all check the OAuths, check the signups, whatever I can do, and what I don't understand, it will be dropped here. Then, apart from signups, we have profiles. Profiles might be having a lot of functions. You can try CSRF, you can try file uploads, you can try IDORs possibly. You can try a few more things like if there's a file upload, you can try exif, right? You can just try to put input based issues which can be XSS or HTML injection, depends on you, based on reflection, the multiple things that matters. Because as much as I know, you know all the bugs majorly, how to find them, how to detect them, how to sanitize them, right? So we are gonna be discussing based on how to get the information and use it for a sensitive purpose. Now you can divide them based on it. That's a good part to do HTTPX. Then you have the docking process. By the way, you don't forget about other domains. You can make a good map to have yourself in a proper way. Now dead pages and error pages can be used for multiple purposes. It might be, let's say, fuzzing. Right, it can be some sort of leaked informations, maybe finding the relation of this domain. Suppose there's few domain you're not able to access directly, but that domain is used to download the files or download the documents, download the white papers, download the PDF. So you can also fuzz about them. Also, you might be having a lot of technologies working on there. Then you can also work on technology based fuzzings. You can look for files there, you can look for source codes, a lot of things, right? You can also explore that. Now, after doing this basic HTTP stuff, we can also go for docking. Docking includes a lot of things, right? Google, GitHub, yeah, Shodan, Fofa. What about Bing? What about uh, Duck? Sometimes it matters, sometimes the results are not same. Suppose I'm working on Microsoft and all things are not mentioned there. Few things are also available on what? Yeah, we can use that. We can use that. Depends. For fast showdown. What about census? Census, right? What about hunter? So we need to do all these dockings. Now, for all these dockings, you have plenty of resources. I have posted plenty of resources. You also know that you are also using them, right? What? Hmm. Zuma is also there for sure. So that is the thing. You know how to use them properly, right? You know the docking things, where to find the docks. You know all these things. It's simple. Because see, the first class we have done was simple. We are learning what you already know, and then we are doing things based upon it. Sometimes I do docking using this website, right? I might be having some sort of like Samsung.com. Why not? I'll just go to Wayback Database. Wait, login page SQL, paste bin, right? I can use whatever I want here. Now I have plenty of results from it. Okay, my spelling was wrong for Samsung, but you know what I mean. So we can hunt using it. In short, this can be good. Always focus on GitHub docking manually, never automate it using any tools. Personal suggestions, but it will work. Now, what about few more things like looking for easy leaked information, right? You can take a look on pastebins. Pastebin and GitHub are kind of a thing that you can find lot of disclosed information there. Okay. Apart from this too, you can definitely take a look on log file. See, if you find log file, don't report it. Take a look on all the log file. You might be finding few API keys, even credentials. I have few demos I'll show you. You can do lot of credentials finding. You can do lot of APIs. You can do, you might be finding few juicy information that you might not be expecting there, right? Every time, if you find some sort of exe is downloading, take a look on the exe files. Are they really downloading from some sort of Azure, some sort of Explorer, right? What things they are using? Sometimes they use this thing, Explorer. Wait a minute. I forgot the exact name. What? So see, for GitHub, you need to use specifically docs and take a look on all the companies properly, right? It's not like we are just gonna do and do wildly on it. We don't do random things. In many situations, we need to do things in a more proper structure. Hmm. Sure, man. I have made few GitHub docs public. Even though I also use them, there's no difference for me. Also use the same docs. I'll share you, or you can just take a look on my GitHub. So sometimes when you see files are downloading, you don't directly jump on it. You might see that okay, they might be using some sort of specific, what do we say that? Some sort of specific download or some sort of specific managers. Okay, it might be Azure Explorer, right? Like let me just show you Azure Explorer, Azure Storage Explorer. You can download it, you can try it. So sometimes what happens now, they might be using some sort of, uh, what do we say that? Azure, like they might be using Azure Storage to download or share files to you, or to just provide their software from there. So you can just simply copy the URL, paste it here, and you might get access to there. Azure bucket, which might be not sanitized, which might not be which might not be remote permissions. You might be having all of the permissions easily. So you can also try that thing. That's easy but effective. Got it? That's my point. Now, initially, Reconnaissance is not never gonna end. You can just simply go to Wayback URLs. See, let me give you one of my tools. Just remind me after this meet. I'll share you the tool. That tool is simple. You do the Wayback URLs. Try to grab things from it. Now see, suppose if I have Wayback URL here. I don't have a Wayback URL here. Let me go to some target here. Let me just find. So I have a Wayback file here. Right. Now what usually do? Grab, and then you might be doing this thing like, okay, find redirect equals to, right? Or you might be doing some sort of like, let's find file equals to. But I'll suggest open the whole Wayback. See, most of the people are gonna be finding things you need, right? Then why don't you just do it reversely? Like, see what I mean? I know this thing. I'm just gonna grab hyphen. I'm just gonna remove what I don't need. Right, so suppose I don't need WP hyphen content. Suppose I don't need WP hyphen grep hyphen V. I don't want some sort of like some random crap here, which might be, I don't need editor concept here, right? So I can remove it. So remove that you don't need, and then you will be left with some 2, 3, 4,000 URLs which are kind of not very obvious to find, and then you can try to find their logic, like what they are doing, what we are able to do with them, right? So definitely you can do this thing like simply go to the Wayback file, grab for what you need. You can just simply go to grab file and just grab what you need. But apart from that, also do this thing reversely, because in that case you will be finding lot of very weird or ununderstandable URLs that you can try to make logic, and maybe you can exploit that with few bugs on it. Got it? So do this thing in the two way, and I will never suggest only use only use Wayback URLs. You can use way more to integrate more. You can use GAU, you can use Alien Vault, you can use URL scan, you can use virus total. So in short, it completely depends on you. Alright, got it. Now, next thing, after finding Wayback URLs, find a lot of things. You can spend really good time on Wayback URLs and also on the logins things, right? You can spend good time on it. You will find a lot of details there for sure. Now, after finding Wayback URLs, good. After finding all these domains, good. What about JS files? Would you mind telling me what you do with JS files? Tell me what you do with JS files. Quick. Alright, but I'll say JS files can be more deep than that, right? So see, like there's two things. First of all, you manually observe them. Second thing, you can automate them. Obviously, right? See, have a good habit of reading a lot of blogs, because you will try to or tend to understand what type of files, what type of things are available there. Okay, so after that, if I talk about JS files for automating the whole process, you can use few tools: JSecret, JSF scan, or Nuclei. I'll tell you Nuclei in the upcoming session, not in this one, because that can be useful if you know how to use it properly. Alright, JSecret, JSF scan, Nuclei, all good, normal. Alright, so see, you can use JSecret simply like this. Suppose if I have a cat Wayback file, right? Then you can just simply do like grep.js star or dollar, and then you can use JSecrets. Now it can try to find all the things from JS files. it can work like that. Okay, it is gonna take some time, sometimes it's very quick, so it depends. Also, you can just do this thing like cat grab JS files, use nuclei, and use a template which are this, which are very specifically nuclei templates, HTTP exposures. So that is the exact template location. I'm gonna share you this thing. Alright, you can definitely use it. Exposures. Alright, and this can also help to find, effective things on it. It might be, I can say that, yeah, default for simple reason, this exact directory, this exact list of templates can is focused on finding leaked things, exposed things, or config files, all these things. So you can definitely use it to find some sort of credential leaked or whatever you want. And moreover, you can also use the JSF scan. JSF scan, that's also a great tool to use. There's a whole blog on it. I'm not gonna read a blog for you, you need to read it by yourself, as you know that. Alright, so it depends on you how you wanna use them, and obviously manual approach is never equivalent to the automated approach. So you also have to do manual libs of the files. Alright. Always have a good look on the request responses, because in request responses you will be finding a lot of things. Okay, how things are working on. Maybe you will be learning about how we can log into multiple platforms. Like in source code, you might be finding lot of files, lot of connections between multiple different files. Now I'm gonna just give you a simple thing. I'm gonna give you simple tools in the end to ease your whole process here. So for sure, just remind me after the class ends. Now, finding the JS files, finding the web URLs, finding the logins, having a docking, right? What else we can do? Any idea? No idea? Alright. So suppose my target is all in scope. What does it mean? I can also count the IPs. So see, initially you get IPs from Shodan and FOFA. You can use a tool from Project Discovery, it's Uncover. I'm just finishing my thing. In Uncover, you can use all of them. Okay, you can also use Uncover. So suppose if you have a list of IPs, right, you can just use Shodan like this. Shodan, Shodan search. Then suppose I wanna search SSL and my target.com, and I'm gonna just specify my fields. I want IP string, and then my limit is 1,000 here, and I'm gonna save that file in Shodan only. Now suppose if you have file of IP which is having 800 IPs, then you can try to use Scan or Nabu on it to find all the open ports. After finding all the open ports, you can try to see if they are able to, if you are able to do something on it, on them or not. Because I recently posted few videos about the database takeover or unauthenticated access to MongoDBs, all this type of things. So I found them using this whole structure. You can try to find their IPs, you can try to find their open ports, and then you can just simply take a look on all the open ports, right? What's going on, what features are going on. You can also use the HTTPX format here to find out and figure out. But yeah, you can do much more than that. Alright. Fuzzing, technology based, all these things. You can also fuzz the IPs, they might be useful. Now see, I'll say suppose you have 10 domains, then you'll do this for 10 domains. Gather all the IPs, find all the open ports, then easily take a look on them. Don't be like, okay, I'll take a look in like 30 minutes for all the IPs. Nope, it won't work. You need to take a look on them slowly one by one, and then you'll be going on the exact path. Got it? So that is called the initial information gathering. And see, after doing a bit of process, you'll be equipped with lot of files like subdomains, the HTTPX, right? Lot of files from wayback URLs. Suppose I have a tool I'm gonna give you. That tool is simple. It is gonna pick all the, suppose you just send the wayback URLs. It is just to pick the wayback URL file. It will find all the parameters available there in that file and make their separate file. And after that separate file, it will also try to scan the JS files, PHP files, ASPX files for leaked information, and then make a output file of that one too. So I'm just gonna give you that tool. Just remind me about that one. So subfinder HTTPX wayback, you might be having a lot of functional files. You might be having a lot of showdowns. You might be having a lot of different like IPs, IP with ports. You might be having JS files. You might be having few more files like that domains. You might be having files for fuzzings, right? So yeah, you might be having a lot of files and a bunch of URLs to work on. Then you'll be having a bunch of URLs to work on. Now first of all, make your own flow on this node, because that's the recon. Now you have to pick what you want to hunt first. In my case, I might go for all the URLs I found from way back, but also in some cases I might go to create an account, take a look on the functions first of all, test all of them, find their connections with other URLs, other domains, and also test them, find something, report it. It works like that. But in your case, you need to figure out how you wanna go for it. You might be going for the 403 domains first of all. The dead domains, looking for fuzzing, right? So it depends how you wanna work on them. Got it? You might be going for the functions first, like okay, let me test sign up, sign ins, profiles, functions, features, community, blogs, reviews, about us, contact us page, right? You might be testing all of them first. Then you'll be going from the things you found from way back. Then you'll be going to the showdown. So now at this point, you have to make your own flow. Got it? And maybe sometime the flow depends on the target too. Any doubts as of now? Or we can end it and we will make one more session by tomorrow if you're available, and if I'm available too, both matters. So we will be working on all doing all these things live. So let me know when you are available. Sure. And would you have any issues if I post this video on YouTube? Have any issues or not? Okay, man. I might post. I'm really not sure because a lot of people are asking how do you do Recon and how do you teach in your classes. So maybe this would be a good testimony for it. All that was a very quick one. Yeah, sure, man. Alright, so if you don't have any questions as of now, let me know and we can make a session by tomorrow. If you have any questions, you can simply DM me, and I will also add you to the mentorship group. Because in mentorship groups you will be getting lot of real life targets, lot of targets. Even though you will find fresh targets from me, like I usually post targets there. I usually post some sort of recon. Suppose if I'm doing a recon on some target, I'll just drop it there if I'm not gonna hunt on the target. So yeah, you can be in the group if you want some new targets. If you want me to just do a bit of information gathering on some sort of targets, I'll just do and drop it there. And you'll be finding a lot of people who are also from one-on-one sessions, so you can also collaborate with them. Cool. So I think that was the basic thing about reconnaissance. Yeah, Shay? Yeah, sure, sure. No issues to that. Alright, man. Have a good day. If any questions, let me know. I'll be available on the WhatsApp. So I guess that was the 30 minutes or somewhere around that. I've shared how I teach into courses, how I provide resources, how I do structuring of the classes. If you're still interested into any of them, just take a look in the description about the courses, about the one-on-one trainings. You can have a call, you can have a discussion call. So make sure you take a look on that one, and see you guys in the upcoming video.